Hello, divine beings. I'm back with another general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's for you, it will find you. To book a mini tarot reading with me or any of our healing services, please feel free to check out our website. We are currently running our Easter promo. Receive 20% off on all our healing services. Input the code muditahealingstudio and receive 20% off. More details are on our website. So the message I keep getting today is the relationship between a divine feminine and a divine masculine, specifically if you are a divine feminine woman and a divine masculine man. If you've ever seen the movie The Conjuring, there are two characters in that film, Ed and Lorraine. Ed is a masculine energy, so he is the divine masculine, and Lorraine is the feminine energy. She is the divine feminine. Both Ed and Lorraine, they work as a team. They're a husband and wife team, and they investigate paranormal activities. They visit homes that are haunted, or they help people who are, possessed. So Lorraine is more connected in the spiritual world. She's spiritually gifted, like she gets visions. She can see entities, demons, that kind of stuff. And Ed is there more for like physical support. He has more of the physical knowledge, right? They teach classes as well, and they help educate people when it comes to paranormal and supernatural things. But their relationship shows you exactly what a divine feminine and divine masculine should be like. As a divine masculine male, you are there to help your divine feminine anchor and ground her energy, especially when she is doing any kind of spiritual work. You as divine masculine, you are there to make her feel safe and protected. When Lorraine is like tuning in and she's trying to see what's happening, sometimes those entities and demons will come for her, or they will come for Ed, and she tends to get a little bit overwhelmed, or it throws her off a little bit, and he's there to kind of ground her, to make her feel safe, to protect her, because her job is to protect everybody else spiritually, right? Like, she can see things that Ed can't see. She can tune in a way that Ed can't. And so if you as a divine masculine male are wanting to be in a relationship with a spiritual woman, this is what your job is. Both of you work for the divine. Both of you work for God. That's your purpose as a divine masculine. Because as a spiritual woman, especially when you are doing this kind of energy healing work, when you are removing things like entities and demons from people, you as a divine feminine will have moments where you need to step away, you need to recalibrate your energy, you need to recharge. And if your divine masculine does not create a safe space for you to do that, he's just constantly gonna disrupt you. You can't do your work, like you can't fully be of service. Spiritual women tend to be alone. They don't have time for your bullshit anymore. So if you as a divine masculine male are pursuing a divine feminine, you need to be ready to make her feel safe, to provide, to protect, or else leave her alone. Leave her the fuck alone. Don't bother her, don't disturb her if you know you can't be that person for her. Like, you need to be ready to pour into her, take care of her, because it takes a lot of energy to do this kind of work, right? Like, more rest, more sleep. As a divine feminine, we need more rest, we need more sleep. So if you as a divine masculine are disturbing her, taking from her, you are just making her life difficult, she can't help other people. And this is why a lot of women are now, choosing to not date. They're choosing to stay single, because a lot of these men cannot create that space and show up for these women, right? We'd rather just like, please don't bother me, please don't disturb me, right? And if you as a divine masculine, especially as a male, are feeling this deep connection to a divine feminine, that means there's a higher calling on your life, and you are not answering the call. And that is something you need to start asking yourself, why? Like, why are you not answering the call? Why are you resisting? Why are you avoiding? What are you running away from? And a lot of these divine masculines don't realize that their abundance is attached to their divine feminine. Your peaceful life, your abundance, your joy is attached to your divine feminine. But if you don't answer the call, you don't tap into that abundance. She is the abundance. I hope men realize this, especially divine masculines, because a lot of you guys are resisting. You guys are waking up, but you're still resisting. And you need to understand that until you don't fully surrender into the call and make the necessary changes to show up for your divine feminine, your life will not be fruitful. Your life will constantly have delays and setbacks and issues. You'll constantly be in this karmic loop until you don't answer the call, until you don't deal with your shit, until you don't heal. And you'll keep attracting karmic energies, and she will keep leveling up, and she will find a sacred soulmate that can support her or love her, or she will just enjoy her life alone, and be happy alone, which a lot of divine feminines are doing, right? It's double the work. It's double the work, because not only does she have to balance out her feminine energy, she has to balance out her masculine energy. Not only is she doing the spiritual work, but she has to make sure her material needs are also met, right? Bills paid, working, making sure there's money, food on the table, like that kind of stuff, right? She's doing double the work. And if you can't take that load off of her, leave her alone. Just don't bother her then, right? Because you're standing in the way of her calling. You're standing in the way of her purpose. But anyways, I felt like a lot of divine masculines, male energies needed to hear this message today. Yeah, so look, we have seek and strengthening bonds. Yeah, someone is reviewing their relationships. Like, the relationships that I have around me, do they add value to my life? Do they make me better? Do they make me grow? And which are the ones that just are not serving me anymore? Yeah, someone is doing a lot of like deep introspection, like spending time in nature. I'm seeing cut, so someone is cutting off like certain relationships in their life. Yeah, look, heal. They're breaking away from karmic relationships, old beliefs. It's almost like someone was holding on to relationships out of obligation, and now they're realizing, no, I don't need to be connected to you. I don't need to keep you around. For what? And they're finally breaking free from that. I'm seeing family, so this could be some kind of like a family connection that someone's like, yeah, no, I'm letting you go. When we keep ourselves bound to certain relationships, they don't help us excel. They don't help us grow. Like, they keep us down here. And your soul is like, no, I want to go. I want to elevate. But in order for you to do that, you have to let go of certain relationships. And look, share the love. Yeah, this person, whoever's watching, is finally listening to their heart. You could wear like some kind of a watch or a bracelet, but this person is like, who am I being pulled to? Whose energy is constantly around me that I know I need to act upon? Like, where is my heart calling me to? It's almost like this person knows they have so much love to offer, but they weren't pouring it into the right people, or they weren't pouring it into themselves. So either you are finally now pouring everything back into you, and by pouring back into you, you are now able to, help others because you are fulfilled. Or you're recognizing that you were pouring it into the wrong people that didn't deserve your love. And here's somebody here that is ready for your love, that wants your love, that can accept your love. Like, it's not too much for them. Yeah, I keep seeing holding back. This person was holding back their love. Maybe they had a fear that if I pour so much of my love into this person, I'm going to get hurt again. And that's the thing that the fear they needed to get over. See how there's like a crack in the heart? So they had to heal their heart. They had to heal their heart. This was a past wound they had to heal. And trust, like, okay, the right person isn't going to squish my heart, The right person isn't going to break my heart. But I had to go through those previous experiences to not only understand myself, my worth, my value, but to be really, really clear on the type of love I want and the type of love I deserve. You know that saying, what you're seeking is seeking you. So the kind of love that you're seeking is seeking you, is ready for you, it's looking for you. Observe, fellow. I feel like people are watching you. They know that you are someone who is full of a lot of love, self-love, and now people are tuning into you or watching you. Or maybe somebody specific is watching you. I'm seeing like studying, like someone is studying you. Like trying to figure you out, like how you're doing what you're doing. In kind of like in a inspirational, motivational way. Like, how can you hold so much love within you? I want that too. But yeah, I just see people around. People are around you, watching you. I keep stuttering on my words. So I feel like somebody is watching you and they're a little bit like nervous. Maybe they want to talk to you or approach you, but they don't know how. And so they get a little bit like choked in their words. Yeah, I'm seeing enamored. If they're smitten by you, you might like intimidate this person a little bit. Joy and stability. Yeah, your energy brings something out of them, like this like excitement. I kept seeing the word excited. It's like this person made a vow, like, I'm never gonna love again, and I'm never opening my heart ever again, and I'm done with this shit. And then here you come along and they're like, oh my god, what is happening to me? Like I told myself I wasn't gonna feel, so why am I feeling it for this person? Do you know what I mean? It's like your love creeped in and they weren't expecting that, and now all this stuff is like coming to the surface. Everything is being activated, but it's also getting them to, you know, take a step back and be like, what is this? And then what was all that past stuff then? If what I'm feeling now, if that's what love is, then what the hell was all that stuff in my past? That was like trauma-based love. That was love based on wounding. A lot of people don't understand what true love feels like, because in order for you to truly understand what true love feels like, you have to be true love yourself, right? A lot of divine feminines are true love. They represent true love because they are the creators of life, right? So when a divine feminine comes into your life, divine masculine, she's there to show you what real love is actually supposed to be like. And because you've never had that before, you've never experienced it, it scares the shit out of you. You don't know what it is. Your logical mind is like, oh my god, what is this? What is this? This is too weird. This is like a test. This is, nope, I'm not gonna like dive into this. I'm gonna just push it away. I'm gonna resist it. And the more you resist it, the more it just keeps coming in. It keeps coming in. The more you fight it, the more it keeps coming in and keep coming in until you don't surrender. You have to surrender. And if you are a feminine energy, a woman who is in the presence of a divine feminine, like an actual healed divine feminine, because a divine feminine is a goddess, she's a high priestess, she's an empress, and you are in the presence of her, she's also there to remind you that you are love. She's also there to help you tap into your power, to help remind you of your power, right? That's the purpose of a divine feminine for both men and women. So when a divine feminine comes into your life, she comes in for a reason. You don't meet her by chance. That's all divinely orchestrated for you to cross paths with her, for you to meet her in any way, shape, or form, whether it's in the physical, whether it's through like social media. She serves a huge purpose because she literally works for the divine. She works for God, the higher power, the Holy Spirit, you know, whatever you believe in. Her presence, a divine feminine's presence, is what activates you. So anything that's dormant within you, it's like she turns on the button, right? Like something gets flicked on inside you. She brings everything to the surface because she points out the truth within you, all the truths that you are avoiding and running away from. She sees it, she feels it, she knows it. And unfortunately, when you are a divine feminine and you see the truth in everything and everyone, a lot of people get triggered by you. A lot of people make you the villain in their stories. A lot of people blame you for their problems. They even make you the punching bag. And this is why a lot of divine feminines have to learn how to have strict boundaries, how to protect themselves, how to cleanse and shield her energy. That's why she's very selective of who she allows into her space, right? Because she gets spiritually attacked a lot. Everybody comes for her. But that's the power of the divine feminine. Not everybody can step into that power. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of willpower, patience, compassion for yourself, especially because you don't understand why you're the bad guy when you are just trying to help people. It's a very, very tough journey to be like this anointed divine feminine. But you also know that if you don't answer the call, you keep repeating those same karmic cycles. So it's either you surrender and answer the call, or you stay where you're at. And you answered the call. The divine feminine is also healing her bloodline. She's healing, generational trauma. She's clearing out the curses and hexes that have been placed upon her lineage, her bloodline. So she can't afford to have anybody come in and disturb her or hold her back or interrupt her or not, make things better for her. Want to be in a relationship with a divine feminine, you got to add value to her life. You got to be ready to pour into her, help her, support her, make her feel safe, or else you're just taking away from her mission. So I pulled out, reach out. Yeah, she's the guide, she's the teacher. A lot of people need her help and support, and she needs a safe environment. She needs the means to take care of herself as well, resting, pampering, because a lot of people are going to be in need of her energy, her services, her guidance, her help, her support. She needs that stability and security, and if you can't give that to her, leave her alone. Just leave her alone. Don't bother her. Okay, let's end this reading with my word card tarot. So we got, you are too powerful, no one can keep up. Salt bath cleanse. Religious views. Farm agriculture. Left you for dead, you came back like a dragon. Fake co-workers, industry acquaintances, stay away. Be brave. Keep an open heart. Breathwork, meditation, and yoga. Well, that's the end of your reading. Until next time, stay safe.